Hi, so I'm always talking about my insulin pump, how it's wireless. It's called the OmniPod, and there's two pieces to it. There's the PDM, or the controlling device, and then when it's time to change a new pod, as they call them, it comes in a little package like this. There's the pod, a syringe, and a needle, because I'll need to drop some insulin. So I thought I would show you exactly how easy it is. I just got out of the shower, and every 3 days I have to change these, and my old pod was beeping, telling me it's time to change it. So what I will do is, it has to be within a foot in order to communicate wirelessly. So I will tell it I need to change the pod, and it'll beep. So now that one is ready to discard, but for now I'll get this other one prepared. So I take the pod out, attach the syringe and the needle, and I'll use an alcohol swab to, another one, alcohol swab to clean off the insulin bottle so things are nice and sterile. And these packages are all nice and sterile too, so that's good to know. And then I'll drop the insulin. I only need about half of this syringe. Half of it will last me 3 days, so I'll be able to save the syringe and use it in that 3 days with the next pod. Okay. Then kind of tap the air bubble out. Move it around below. Okay, now I simply just insert it into a little hole in the back of the pod. Push the insulin down. Wait for a beep. Okay, now that pod is ready. So what I'll do is I'll use that same alcohol swab. Well, let's see, I'll start priming it, because what it does is it makes sure that it gets any air bubbles out, and it takes about 30 seconds to do. So I'll get that priming, and then it'll beep again when it's finished. Now that's going. So what I'll do is I'll clean off the area that I'm going to attach the pod so it's nice and sterile. And then I'll just let it air dry, because if you try blowing it around, you're actually just blowing germs onto it. So I just let that area sit. Meanwhile, I'll take the old one off, which can just go in the garbage, because all that's there, I don't know if you can see it, but it's just this little itty bitty plastic catheter. That's all that's in me. So there's no needle or anything, so that can just go in the garbage. I'll just kind of clean the hole that it came out of. But otherwise, it's almost done priming, and then I'll just show you the really, really simple part. I don't have to do any insertion or anything. I just tell the machine. Almost. Okay, so now telling me to remove the cap and then the sticky protector. I'll stick it on just like that. Make sure it's nice and secure. And then the next step, it asks me to press start so it can insert the needle and retract it and leave that little cannula. You'll hear it, it'll click a little bit loudly. There, and now it's in. That's all I gotta do. Now for 3 days, I just use this as my insulin machine, but then it also controls my insulin pump, which is now, it's wireless, it's waterproof, I can swim with it, go in the shower. I just have to stick it and forget it. Last thing it asked me is, my cannula properly inserted. There's a little window and I can see it's sticking in my leg, so I just say yes and ready to go. So this is the OmniPod. I think it's the Cadillac of insulin pumps. I love it. It's simple, it's easy to use, there's no hassle, and that's all I got to it. Thank you.